Now, it's time for Levack and Goz to answer the question, why?
Why? Tell me why? Why?
Grandma beats me constantly.
Why?
Happy about that? I saw you slip in that drop. It's the best intro we have. Tried to ruin it with that stupid drop. My grandma beats me constantly. It's so dumb.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Now that I like. Now the second one I like. Here we go. It's Wednesday. Why? You can't answer why not or because. Well, that here's the first one. The New York Jets have signed quarterback Josh McCown. Why?
Why not? No. No, in all seriousness, there wasn't a good answer, so you go with the guy who makes the most sense, checks the most boxes. He's familiar with the style of offense you want to run. He knows he's a bridge quarterback. He has no aspiration of taking over the team long term. And he's a coach. He's another quarterback coach. So if you have any hope of getting anything out of Bryce Petty, Christian Hackenberg, or Mitchell Trubisky, whoever, he'll be able to help you do that.
I should have known this. I should have felt that the NFL GMs and owners and everything find the smallest thing to not like about a player. Whether it's a 40 time, a bench press, an injury, and they'll run away and say, oh, red flag. I need someone who's safer. Make it easier for me. RG3 injuries, Colin Kaepernick, the political stances and all that. Josh McCown is just a safer move for the Jets. Even though I don't believe that he's an actual better quarterback than Colin Kaepernick, RG3, Chase Daniel, Kaepernick, and RG3 at times have shown why they've been better. Chase Daniel just needs a chance to show why he's better. McCown's safer, and that's really why the Jets brought him in. The World Baseball Classic is being blamed for Didi Gregorius' injury. Why?
Because he got hurt in the World Baseball Classic. Duh.
He played, though. He didn't get forced to play.
We shouldn't have played.
Then that's Didi's fault for playing, not the World Baseball Classic's fault.
No. World Baseball Classic's fault. No, it's bad luck. It's terrible, but it's the same reason that no other Yankee played. You know what I mean? Dellin Betances did, whatever, but there wasn't like a lot. The position players were all like, dude, we have a chance to actually do something this year. We're gonna take off the WBC. We're gonna attempt to win it and not win regular season when it matters. Not this nonsense.
Is there something to do with the pride of a country? Why people aren't screaming about the World Baseball Classic needing to be canceled? Because if this was the Pro Bowl, how many times Tyler Eifert gets hurt? Get rid of the Pro Bowl. It stinks. It's not. Or is it more about the games actually being entertaining that people aren't trying to get the World Baseball Classic out of here?
You know the big difference? I don't think a lot of people even know the World Baseball Classic is here. There's so many people, I guarantee you, if you walked up to just a casual sports fan, so what do you think of this year's World Baseball Classic? Can't wait for it to start. Looking forward to it. The championship's tonight.
Oh. A little bit of ESPN's power. It's on ESPN Radio and all that, but because MLB Network had the rights, they paid over for it? Okay, that's where it goes. Brian Cashman said Gleyber Torres will not be on the opening day Yankee roster. Levack, why?
Straight cash, homie.
It's too cold in New York in April. Man, you can't experience that. It could be 45, 50 degrees. What's the guy going to do?
Will you stop with that?
So stupid. That's what I heard.
The weather is the reason.
That's one of the reasons.
Oh, my goodness.
This is a Levack and Goz crazy theory.
And it's not even our theory. Andrew Marchand, ESPN.com, said that Cashman doesn't want to, put the pressure of being the opening day starter on Gleyber Torres, and two, the kid's never, ever played in cold weather before. They don't want to do it to him right now. So he's going to go down to Jersey. He's going to play there. We're going to have, Raul Torres, Tyler Wade, God knows who else, playing short for a month that we could be getting experience to our little phenom.
This wouldn't happen in any other sport, which is hard for me to grab onto. If you're an NBA player and you play really well in a position, they're going to let you stay on the team. If anything, they'll overpay for you. We saw that last summer with wait, he got paid what? We see that in the NBA. In the NFL, Dak Prescott played well, and now Tony Romo, who'd been there for a really long time, is out of a job. If you play and you're good enough, you keep the spot. But somehow in baseball, yeah, you're good, but we don't want you to play right now, but we're going to give this guy a spot. But if he plays well, you're probably still going to have the spot. If you're still... Just put the best guy out there. It doesn't matter if he's 20, 21, 24. If it's financial reasons, like we saw with Chris Bryant, okay. But we're talking about the best player is Torres, even though he's the youngest. Put him out there.
You play to win the game.
In his newest mock draft, Mel Kiper has only 2 quarterbacks going in the first round.
They are who we thought they were.
Why is that?
Mitchell Trubisky and Deshaun Watson, because this is a terrible year for quarterbacks. Again, it's kind of the answer to your first question, too. Why Josh McCown? Because there ain't nobody else. If you need a quarterback this year, you're in trouble. It's like when the snowstorm starts here in the Cap region, and you go, oh, man, I need eggs and milk and bread. Too late. They're gone. You should have got them earlier. You should have got them last year. Or you may have to wait till next year. There are no quarterbacks this year's draft. I even have issues with both the guys we are talking about. I like Deshaun Watson. I really am pulling for him to do well. But I wouldn't, if I was a GM, I wouldn't bet my career on him. And then Mitchell, can't call you Mitch, because that would mean that you were normal. No, I prefer to be called Mitchell, please. Why do you want to be called Mitchell?
My grandma beats me constantly.
All right, Mitchell.
Maybe the mom. Yeah. Because he came out and said his mom would have liked him to be called Mitchell. So that's the reason he said that. Yeah. By the way,
my mom called me a lot of words I can't say on this show.
Mitchell Trubisky is projected by Mel Kiper to go to the Cleveland Browns at 12, Deshaun Watson at 13. Even though he only has 2 quarterbacks going in the first round, I really believe we may see a third. I don't know who it's going to be, maybe Patrick Mahomes, but somehow the NFL contracts work out that if you're a first-round quarterback, we saw this with Teddy Bridgewater a few years ago, Johnny Manziel as well, teams would trade up so you have a little bit more flexibility with that contract. You can decide with those team options and things like that. So,
and also
be surprised
remember,
if you see that. Yeah.
Remember, the whole draft's about to get blown up. Because that 11th pick right now that's got New Orleans on it is going to have New England on it soon. And New England with the 11th overall pick in the draft, can't wait to see what they do. Can't wait.
A lot of movement maybe for the Patriots.
Maybe they bring in Mitchell Trubisky, sell off Jimmy Garoppolo, and who knows?
The NFL wants a team now in Las Vegas. Why?
Because so many reasons. $750 million from the city to help build the stadium. Bank of America is a willing participant financially. The Raiders are the only NFL team to play on a baseball diamond. The city of Oakland has proven that they will not work with the Raiders. They will not work with the NFL. And Las Vegas is bending over backwards. So, the Las Vegas Raiders, my friends, get ready. It's going to happen.
But that seems more about what other cities aren't doing rather than what Las Vegas is. Because Las Vegas is still the city where you can gamble and do this and do that.
And $750 million. How about that?
Maybe, but Sheldon Adelson had that money originally out there before. It feels like the NFL, I don't know what happened. Is it maybe the NHL's team going over and they say, if the NHL's going to do it, we can do it? Is it the stadium still not till 2019, but they've done everything they could and Las Vegas wants it badly? I just feel like there's a storyline that's not going to go away, especially when the first lines are set in Las Vegas.
I'll ask you a question.
What?
If you're Roger Goodell, do you want to lose another lawsuit?
No. You don't?
Because Mark Davis will sue you. And he will end up in Vegas anyway. You will not be able to stop him.
And also,
ask his dad.
Yeah, it also helps that San Diego's basically taking themselves out of the equation.
For that, but still.
Working late tonight, Doctor?
Here's the next one. Mauricio Ortega, a.k.a. the Brady Thief. Woo! A story's now coming out that he tried to sell Kurt Warner one of his... I can't believe this story. I cannot believe this story.
Come on.
Mauricio Ortega tried to sell Kurt Warner one of his own Super Bowl jerseys that he wore to himself. Levack, why?
Hold up.
Yes.
Hold up. He had Kurt Warner's game-worn jersey from the Super Bowl.
Uh-huh.
And attempted to sell it to Kurt Warner.
For $8,000.
Like ransom? Or did he not know it was Kurt Warner's jersey?
There's so much to this story, but CBS is pulling this up now. Yes, I can't. This is according to the AP as well. Not only the game-worn jersey, he was in possession of it during Super Bowl week. He wanted to get it signed and then sell it back to Kurt Warner.
So he would sneak it in like, hey, look, I got this really great replica jersey of yours. Will you sign it? And then go, hey, by the way, this is the one I stole from you, or you lost.
Something along those lines, yes.
What do you, when are we going to get a list?
They didn't tell what Super Bowl, by the way, either. They couldn't figure out that detail of one of the Super Bowls that Warner had actually played in, of what jersey it was.
Whether it was the Rams or when he was in
the Cardinals or the second Rams one, right.
If
that even means anything to anybody.
Well, here's the question. When are we getting a list of everything this dude's got? Because we only know about 4 things now, or 5 things right now. 2 Brady jerseys, Warner jersey, Von Miller helmet, Von Miller cleats. Dude, you know he's got a ton of stuff.
Is the better question what he has or what he had?
Okay.
What has he sold off before?
What has he swiped?
Yeah.
Swipe or no swiping?
Last one here. I'm being accused of giving you crazy eyes on television last night. Why?
I think it's just the way you look at me sometimes. You're very loving. You do look at me weird.
When? On television or during the show? Or both?
No, I think I know what it is. So, like, when we do the TV show on the Upstate Sports Edge every Tuesday night on CW15, they set us, they're very, Margot, she's in charge of the set. I don't know if we call her director or you know, whatever. I just call her boss because she's awesome. She makes, Goz always moves his seat and she will come over with this look of just utter disappointment in you and move you.
And I'll slowly whisper, sorry, Margot.
Right. So I think what happens is, like, you sit, once she puts you where you belong, your torso does not move.
It's also a massive torso. Legs are very short,
right,
SpongeBob length.
Yeah, your SpongeBob build, you don't move. So I think you want to look at me, but you're afraid you're going to move from your spot. So you just look over like this way. Hi, Levack. Where I'm just sitting there looking. I caught myself. I watched last night. I don't always watch because I know I'm fat. I don't need the TV to tell me I'm fat. Okay. The camera adds 10 pounds. I eat like 6 of them. I watched last night and I don't even know how I pay attention because I'm looking up at the lights. Like, I'm looking over here.
There's times where
I'm like trying to steal Jason Lewis's like tie. Like, I'm like a small child.
You go full Saved by the Bell mode sometimes. You like look at the camera, but right when the segment's going to start, you just turn, hey, and you swing
Time
with
out. Hey, everybody, we're here.
If you want to see whether or not this is crazy eyes, check out Jason Lewis's Twitter at JasonLewis_TV, or you can find it on 104.5 The Team. The video's out there. 104.5theteam.com's got the better video of the alleged crazy eyes.
It's more disapproving eyes. Like, it seems like you're just disappointed in some of the things I said.
You know what it's similar to? Like the George Sedano Twitter profile picture. If you check out Sedano as well, that's kind of what it looks like. I don't mean to do that. I really don't.
I just think you're afraid to move.
I'll go with that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's fun. I like doing the TV, but I wish I was skinnier.